Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to show you how I make my quick seafood gumbo. It's not quick, but it is simple with not too many ingredients. With gumbo you can be as creative as you want with different kind of ingredients, but I'm keeping mine very simple because for some reason my family, they don't like gumbo that is over exaggerated and over, you know, manipulated or whatever. But today I'm going to show you what we're going to be using. So to start off, we're going to prep what we're going to be using. Over here I have some chicken sausage. So this is just simple chicken sausage, and it has some vegetable in it. As you can see, those little dots, they're actually spinach and other vegetables in it. So I'm going to take this and I will be dicing that up, so just to make it much more smaller, almost like bite form, but just dice it up easily like that. So once I'm dicing this up, you're going to be looking around and you'll see that I also have over here, I have some green onions. Now green onion is something that I don't normally add in, but I do want to try it out today. The cool thing about gumbo is that with gumbo, yeah, then they fell off. With gumbo you can add different things in. Some people even put corn, and I didn't know some people put corn, but some people put corn in it, or corn in it. Not corn. Corn in it. So I'm just dicing this up, and yeah, so that you can see the vegetables that I'm talking about in there. So after that is done, green onions, I also have some okra over here. My family, they love okra in their gumbo. Right here is some brown rice. Now you can use white rice. This brown rice has been washed. I do love brown rice in it because it gives it a different kind of taste. And here I just have some hot peppers. I like my gumbo. I love my gumbo sweet, and I love my gumbo spicy. So next to it we have some shrimps. This is just raw shrimps. I don't like using cooked shrimps, you know, the one that are pre-cooked. I like using raw shrimp, and this shrimp has been deshelled, and also they've removed the veins from it, and also the shelling from it. Okay, yeah, so here I have my tilapia fillet. Now what I'm going to do with this tilapia fillet is I'm just going to take my cooking scissors, and then I'm just going to cut this into small pieces. Now with gumbo, I don't make my own spices, people. I always use a pack, and that is what you see in front of me. I'm going to show you the pack that I use, but just make sure that you cut your fillet. You could use catfish fillet. I just chose tilapia fillet because we love tilapia more than catfish, and I find that with the tilapia fillet it sort of stays intact more, the ingredients. Now here is my gumbo mix. I use the Kary's Roux Gumbo mix from Louisiana, and this is what it looks like. We always have a lot of pack in it, so this is what the pack looks like. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the stove right here, and in my stove I have a big pot. Whenever you're making gumbo, you want to have a big pot. Don't be using those little pots. Okay, now I have here about 3 cups of water. I'm going to add my 3 cups of water in there. Okay, and I'm going to start off my fire, and as I'm going to wait for the water to boil somewhat, you know, because one thing is that as you're mixing everything together, you do want everything to boil, you know, boil together and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this water boil first, and then we'll come back after the water has boiled. So as you see, the water is boiling and it is now ready to mix in the roux. So we're going to turn off the fire and let the bubbles kind of settle. And as the bubbles settle, I'm going to take, this is about 3 tablespoons of the roux, and I'm going to mix it in there. So just 3 tablespoons. like that. And then if you have a whisk, you can use a whisk, but my whisk broke just right now. So I'm just gonna use my spoon. I use it to kind of mix it to just dissolve all the particles. And as you're looking at it, you'll see some little vegetables, little things in it. So I'm mixing it real good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rice, okay, and I'm going to add my rice in it. Just notice that I've not yet turned on the fire or anything. So just take the rice, put your rice in it. Now this is brown rice. Brown rice cooks for a longer time than normal rice. So with brown rice, I kind of cook it for 45 minutes or even longer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to cook my proteins yet. I'm going to let the brown rice cook for about 20 minutes. Let me turn the fire back. And I'm going to let this cook for about 20 minutes or so before I add in all my protein. So I have to tell you one mistake that I made, okay? I totally forgot, and it's because I'm recording this very late at night. When you pour the roux in there and when you are boiling, do not cover it, okay? Do not cover it, because what happens is that you can see my cover right over here is so messy. It's gonna boil over, and you can even see my stove right here, so messy down there. Yeah, so do not cover it. So we're gonna just let it cook opened and exposed like that. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about that part, but don't cover it. Let it cook for 20 minutes and then we'll come back. So it's been about 20 minutes now, and as you can see, my mixture of rice, and I used half a cup of rice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add 1 cup of water to this mixture. And then I'm going to add my chicken sausage to that. And my tilapia. Okay, so just add that to it. Okay. Then I'm also going to add my shrimps. When this is done, I'll be mixing everything together. Okay. Then I will add half a tablespoon of hot peppers. Now if you don't like hot spices, skip this part, but my family, they like things very, very hot and spicy, so you can reduce the pepper for right now. So let's just say about a quarter tablespoon. You can keep it that way. I'm going to mix everything again so that the peppers will and the flavor and everything will come together. Then I'm going to add my okra. When you're adding your okra, make sure you remove the stem from the okra and the bottom of the okra also. And lastly, I'll be adding my green onions to that mixture. And then I'm just gonna mix it all together like this. Okay, you can reduce the amount of water if you want. If you want more water, you can add more water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. So just add about 1 more cup of water. So after mixing it all together, you want to taste the water mixture and see if it feels like you need to add salt. You can add some salt to it. Now some people will add more of the roux to it, but what I did was that I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to give it some spiciness. You could also add bouillon cubes, you know, to it. It's up to you, but I try to keep mine as clean as possible and let the flavor of the roux actually be in it. And then I'm going to cook this for an additional 20 to 25 minutes. So but let's taste to see if is enough salt. That tastes perfect. So I just added about, I want to say about a quarter tablespoon of salt to it, or teaspoon of salt. It depends on how much salt you like. Now you might be wondering, where can you get this? I'm gonna post a link down below where you can get it off of Amazon or off of the link. You can click on that link and get it, but this is the mixture I have for you all, and I think I found a discount somewhere. Okay, but I normally buy mine from Walmart. But the key thing is always remember not to cover while cooking. That's the mistake I make a lot of times when I'm not paying attention. So we're gonna let this cook and then we'll come back and the gumbo should be ready. Okay, so my gumbo is ready. Look at that. Ooh la 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 la, it's ready. Let me focus for you guys. Look at that. Look at my gumbo. It's ready. Ooh, the whole house is smelling so delicious. So now it's just to plate it. So I'm just gonna plate it and you guys will see. Now one thing I want to tell you is that as you are cooking this gumbo, don't go and sit down and start watching YouTube or watching Netflix or watching a movie. You want to keep your eye on it, because if you don't, since it's opened, it can burn easily. So keep your eye on it. But this is my gumbo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please feel free to share our videos. You can subscribe if you enjoy our content. We would love that. And make sure you turn on your notification, because YouTube is being funny. They don't want to send you guys my videos. So anyway, this is my delicious seafood and sausage, chicken sausage gumbo. It is so yummy. Can you taste it? Anyway, my friends, we'll see you in tomorrow's video, where I'm going to be sharing with you some interesting drinks, magic drinks that I make. So keep on watching. See you tomorrow and stay blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye. Mwah.